Hey, hi viewers, welcome to MR Connect. Today we are going to see how to implement Google Analytics into Google Tag Manager. In the last video, if you remember, we have created the GA property, that is new GA4 property, right? So there are two tagging instructions. See, Google Analytics itself provide the tagging instructions. If you see here, add new on page tag. In this, you can see Google site tag gtag.js. So what we can do, we can copy this gtag.js and paste it into the head of every web page we want to measure, right? Otherwise, we can able to create a Google tag manager and we can just create a tag inside the Google tag manager and implement or install this Google Analytics into the Google tag manager. So don't worry about that if you are a beginner. What is Google Tag Manager? Google Tag Manager is a simple Google tool which will help us to install Google Analytics or any third party JavaScripts into the Google Tag Manager. So basically, it is a container which contains all the JavaScripts, right? So if you see here, look at this. This is a JavaScript, right? So script async src Google Tag Manager dot com slash gtag dot slash js, am I right? So this is a JavaScript. Similarly, in Google Tag Manager we can implement ultimately any JavaScript into Google Tag Manager. Okay, so now I'm going to explain how to create a new Google Tag Manager. First, let me open a new incognito window. Okay, good. So how to create a new Google Tag Manager container? Okay, so just browse tagmanager.google.com in the browser and we can log in using our email. Okay, so first time when we log in with our Gmail or any other email account, it will show like this. It will not have any container because if I log in using my existing Google Analytics Tag Manager, then that means I will have list of containers which I have already created. So since I am using this email for the first time, you will see just the create account. So as Google Analytics, we saw right yesterday that whenever we are creating new property, at that time whenever we are signing up with a new account, we will not have anything. We just need to structure the Google Analytics. Similarly, we need to create a account for our Google Tag Manager, all the containers. So we will have a property. I'm sorry, we will have the account created. So I'll just name this account and I can give a name for my new container. Okay. So that's all. I can choose anything. Basically, what I will choose is the website address, the domain URL. Okay. So again, we need to choose what is the target platform. Since we are creating this container for a website, we just need to choose the web here and then we can click on the create. So again, as we saw in the Google Analytics, we just need to accept the processing terms of Google Tag Manager and we should click on yes. It is still loading. Oh wow, that's all. The tag manager first property, okay, I'm sorry, so the first container in is order created. To install the Google Tag Manager, we need to copy this snippet and paste it into header section of every page as possible, and we need to copy this snippet and paste it on body section of every page. Okay, so if we do this instruction, we can able to install the Google Tag Manager into our website. I will do that, and then I will move on to Google Analytics installation. Okay, that's all. So I have done Google Analytics, I'm sorry, the Google Tag Manager installation. Now, how to implement Google Analytics? See, it is again giving the instructions, right? We need to copy this code, but we are not going to do that. How we are going to install it through Google Tag Manager? What we should do, we can scroll up the bit and we can copy this measurement ID, and we can go to Google Tag Manager, and we can click on add a new tag here. Otherwise, we can go to the tag section. Anything is fine. After clicking on tag section, all the tags will be available here. Since we this is a new container, we will not have any new tag, so we can click on new to create a tag, and this is a GA4 tag. So I am naming it as GA4, and we can click on tag configuration. This is Google Analytics Universal Analytics, which is the legacy one now. And in order to paste this code, we should choose Google Analytics GA4 configuration, and then paste the ID whichever you have copied from Google Analytics. And this should always be selected because this is going to send a page view hit whenever we are configuration. And then next, the triggering part. In the triggering, we should choose all pages trigger, because Google instructed us, I'm sorry, the Google Analytics instructed us to paste it on every page, right? So this should be on head of every web page. So in order to do that, we need to copy that ID, measurement ID, and paste it, and the triggering condition should be on all pages. So it is just that simple. We need to copy that ID and create a new tag and configure a triggering condition, and then save, and then publish the new container, because this is a container which is not yet published. Okay, so we have to click on submit in order to publish the Google Tag Manager container. That's all. Now this container is published. If you go and check your website, this Google Analytics 4 has been already implemented on the site. Thank you.